The Vendor Management Lifecycle, or Supplier Management Lifecycle, is a crucial tool for businesses to manage their supply chain, reducing risk, saving money, creating value, and fostering enduring relationships. It helps procurement teams and companies save money, track supplier performance, and continuously improve their supply chain. What is the Vendor Management Lifecycle? The Vendor Management Lifecycle is a systematic approach to managing vendors in the supply chain, ensuring their performance, compliance, and transparency throughout their contract and throughout their stay in the supply chain. Vendor Management Lifecycle for most will include the following 8 different but connected activities. 1. Vendor identification and contact. 2. Vendor qualification, including risk mitigation. 3. Vendor review and selection. 4. Vendor onboarding. 5. Vendor performance management. 6. Vendor risk management. 7. Vendor relationship management. 8. Vendor offboarding. Throughout the vendor lifecycle, these 8 processes take place over the course of 3 stages. Needs identification and solicitation. Requests for proposals, requests for quotes, and invitations to bid are documents used by buyers to connect with vendors interested in meeting their needs. RFPs announce projects and solicit bids from qualified contractors, while RFQs solicit suppliers and contractors to submit price quotes and bids for specific tasks or projects. ITBs call for contractors to submit proposals for specific products or services, considering factors like price, performance history, reputation, compliance history, and any specific client factors that may affect their performance. Following the completion of the business case and approval to proceed, the job of recruiting and screening prospective providers begins. Important activities in this phase include: document evaluation criteria. To conduct a successful vendor evaluation, organize your requirements in advance, including business needs, operational requirements, estimated implementation goals, and the importance of each requirement. Use a checklist structure to track vendor responses and make necessary changes to the document's structure and content. Vendor identification, evaluation, and selection. To ensure effective vendor selection, it is recommended to shortlist 2 to 3 vendors for comparison. This provides more options, offers insights on additional features, and increases the likelihood of better contractual conditions, prices, and services. A consistent vendor evaluation system is crucial, ensuring each vendor receives the same grade and no crucial details are missed. Using the vendor evaluation checklist can assist in discussing company needs with potential suppliers. Due diligence and contract management. Due diligence is a crucial step in contract management, involving reviewing fundamental documents such as company information, ratings, government checks, and financial and security checks. A well-defined and executed contract is essential for avoiding future issues. Standard vendor templates can help speed negotiations and set expectations. These should include service-level agreements, mutual non-disclosure/confidentiality agreements, and appropriate use/security addendums. These agreements should specify terms and conditions, prohibit sharing of sensitive information, and outline vendor norms and obligations to protect the company from inappropriate asset usage, cyber attacks, and regulatory compliance. Onboarding, contract, and vendor management phase. The onboarding and contract phases involve suppliers who pass the selection process's due diligence. To ensure contractual accuracy and provide valuable data for monitoring vendor performance and compliance, gather as much information as possible. This phase includes contract management, vendor risk management, third-party risk management, and supplier relationship management. Tracking key performance indicators helps prevent supply chain disruptions and third-party risk exposure. Continual monitoring of vendors ensures they are performing as expected and alert for potential hazards. Post-contract phase. The post-contract phase of a vendor's contract can be straightforward for low-performing, temporary, or contingent vendors, but more time and effort is required for significant, extensive, complicated, or expensive contracts. The offboarding process involves careful examination of the contract, service contracts, and warranties. Vendor offboarding can be completed using a vendor offboarding checklist, which includes disseminating termination information, documenting vendor management's compliance with laws, industry standards, and buyer requirements, granting vendor access to systems and assets, confirming last payments, and documenting procurement team evaluations. The end of the business relationship can be simple or complex, depending on the vendor's role in the supply chain. Best practices for vendor management lifecycle. Every vendor management system gains from following a few straightforward but very efficient best practices. 1. Emphasize communication and collaboration. Clear communication and collaboration are key to avoiding misunderstandings, fostering supplier engagement, and fostering innovation, thereby setting mutual success standards. 2. Set and use KPIs. Establishing and utilizing KPIs helps organizations identify and maintain optimal vendor management, reduce waste and expenses, increase value, growth, and savings while lowering risk. 3. Invest in procurement software. Investing in procurement software is crucial for enhancing vendor relationship management and generating value from the vendor management lifecycle. Solutions like AI, process automation, and vendor data management increase productivity and accuracy. Cloud-based procurement systems provide control over the entire process, analyzing spend information, identifying saving opportunities, streamlining the supply chain, and maximizing contract value. By proactively managing the vendor management lifecycle, businesses can reduce risk, enhance procurement value, and establish strong relationships with their top suppliers.